Alright, welcome back to the Wizard Inn. I'm wearing like this cape slash robe thing. It really helps with the cold. Keeps me warm. Doesn't even feel cold out here, although my fingers are in pain. So obviously it is cold. Today's video is how to discern. Now, in most contexts, when you hear the word discern, you're going to be hearing it in the popularized version of Christianity. They use the term discernment to, weed out good from evil. This is not discernment as popularized by the Christian Bible per se, although the meaning actually remains the same regardless of its context. Discernment more so means to be able to tell one from another, right? The same as you would with intuition. Also, intuition can be a part of discernment, although it does not need to be. Discernment is the act of being able to tell essentially black from white, yellow from green, be able to tell the sky from the ground, and using different characteristics and inklings in order to do so. Okay. Our talk today isn't going to be based on a religious text, but rather how to discern in your day-to-day life, regardless of your beliefs or personal regard or what you're discerning. Let's start at the very foundation. It doesn't matter technically what you believe, but whatever it is, you need to first establish this. I have notes, by the way, so bear with me when I'm flipping pages. For example, your values, your morals, your views on society, societal rules, societal rules, constructs, as well as spiritual beliefs. Secondly, is becoming studied in these specific beliefs, mostly because it will help with discernment to know who has a respectable knowledge on something, or if someone is missing the mark, you'll be able to better notice when they're incorrect on a subject they supposedly are knowledgeable in or believe in. Essentially, this is when you have expert knowledge on something. For me, for example, I kickboxed for about 15 years. I did karate for about 5, and I kickboxed for about 10. So I did martial arts for 15 years. So when somebody is having a conversation with me about martial arts, it is rather easy for someone like me to tell when they are lying. Say for instance, they ask me, have you ever sparred before? Which for me, if you're a martial artist and you're telling me you are a martial artist and you're highly trained and whatever, yada yada, and then you ask me a stupid question like, have you ever sparred before? It's very revealing. Because in martial arts, you spar weekly. You can come, based on the school, different days. My previous school was Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays were your sparring days, your practical application of the skills learned Monday and Tuesday. Whether that be bag work on Monday and Tuesday, or it's kata, whatever it is. Now, this leads to This leads to an open door to which you can begin the process of discernment to conclude, is this person of an ulterior motive, or are they simply in the beginning phases of learning about their path? Here's where things get a bit more intricate though. Discernment is intuition in relation to an individual or situation mixed with practical knowledge and practical experience to come to the final product that is discernment. If you click this video at random completely and don't know much about topics that aren't public, it's time you're told. Intuition can be learned and intuition can be strengthened. The experience and knowledge comes with time, but another vital aspect is keeping and having a keen awareness. Bear with me, I gotta flip the fucking page again. I gotta not slip. Okay. If you're not paying attention to your surroundings, or just not having an awareness because you consider them a friend or family, or even someone trusted, then you'll be caught off guard every single time. It's always the ones closest to us that hurt us the most. But not just that. There's a correct way to do it. Before I tell you, let's do a thought experiment. Throughout your day, are you just saying things to say things? Or was there a reason or a motive behind everything that you say? For example, if you're sitting there and telling someone about yourself, it's usually because you want others to have a specific opinion of you, or maybe you want people to think you're cool or you're tough or whatever. Usually telling of insecurities. If you're talking about sports with someone, a fan of the same team, you do it for the feeling of usness. If you're overly nice, typically it's because you want something, whether that's to be liked, accepted, or maybe you're it's prerequisite to asking for a favor or an item. It's someone you like and you want their attention. What I'm getting at here is that there's a motive behind words spoken. Those words have been hand selected, so you should always take inventory of the words spoken to you, as well as questioning the motive for saying what was said to you and compare it to what is later also said. And then you have a more full picture to ingest of information. Now, the reason for saying that is because, like I said, it's not just intuition or a feeling that goes into discerning things. It is also a practical aspect of knowledge and information, as well as experience. Being able to tell one thing from another comes from a bit of experience, as well as kind of feeling the situation out. So you want to take these things into aspect. Discernment isn't just going to come without a studied application in whatever you're trying to discern. When it comes to Christians, they need to be able to study their Bible in order to discern, what they think they're discerning, right? With us occultists, we have to study the occult in order to tell what we're discerning, okay? And so on and so forth. But I hope that helps. It will help you in life, honestly. And that last little tidbit about always paying attention and studying people for their motives and just questioning why do they say the things they say? What are they trying to get at? What are they trying to gain out of saying something is very helpful to you in general. All right, peace.